Ready?
Look good? Okay. Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready, Pastor.
Okay. Are you filming this?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. I'll make it short. She invited us, she had working with a friend that worked at Slade's Lock in San Francisco. Okay? We were living in San Francisco. I'm a native San Franciscan. Anyway, so she had invited, a friend had invited us to go to their home on Saturday to go to their church in Ukiah, way far up from San Francisco. So we went up there. It's a huge church. I mean huge. They had a pool, a swimming pool, full size in the back of the church. And the gentleman that was speaking, it was kind of odd. I'd been in a few churches at that time, but I was not saved. And he was like reading a newspaper, talking about things, and pointing up to the sky where he was being recorded by the state of California. And I thought, what kind of church is this? And so at the end of the message, he said for everyone to close their eyes, and I did. And a voice said to me, you better run. And I just come back from Nam, so I was not too hep on running. I did enough running for a lifetime there. But anyway, I said, I looked around, everybody's eyes were closed. I said, I closed my eyes again. And he said it again, you better run. So fear come on me, and I thought, what is this? So we got up to dismiss, and he said, the Rodriguezes, don't judge us by our first visit. And I said, that's it, I'm out of here. So I went out looking for my wife. She could not be found. She was really pushed out of shape about it. I finally got her. I said, we need to leave now. So we went and got the guy that we rode up with in his car, and his wife and daughter, and they stayed, and we went back, and he was mad all the way back, 70-mile drive. Left us out, and just as much as let the door close, he was gone. We got in our car and went home. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, about 10 years or 11 years later, we were living in Arizona, Phoenix. Actually, we were living in downtown Tonopah. If you know where Tonopah is, it's just a burg on the side of the road. So my wife had been attending a Baptist church. She was already a Christian. I was not. So I'm coming home from work one day, and I'd always told my wife, you talk about Jesus all the time. I know God. So anyway, we'll let that go for now. But anyway, I'm driving home from work out in Phoenix, 50 miles away to where we live. And I hear this thing, today in Jonestown, Jim Jones and 900 followers have died. And I thought, what? So I went back home, turned on the TV, and I said, see? God told me you better get up and run. That's why I ran. I know God. I don't know about Jesus, but I know about God. Anyway, following? Okay. So then it came to pass that we had been in his church, and that was Jim Jones, and we knew the couple, and I don't know if they went down there with him to Gardena or not, but it was very sad.
Wow.
So that we were there in Tonopah for about 3 years, and a Baptist pastor came, and I saw Christ in him. My wife had been going to church there for almost 2 years. They had been praying for me for 1.5 years. So when I saw him, I thought, man, I like this guy. I like what I see in him, what I feel from him, and the honesty is overwhelming. And I was a first-class jerk. I mean, big-time jerk. And, Marine Corps and all that crazy stuff. And so he said, you're welcome to come anytime you want. We're waiting on you. And I said, oh, sure, okay. What's he talking about? So I went to the church once, and every service after that I was there for about 3 months. And one day, he preached the message, Colossians 2:15. And when I heard that, I said, man, I gotta have me a Savior. So I went up and I accepted the Lord, and that was the beginning of the walk 35 years ago. Okay? But I did not know the Lord as an adult. I knew him as a child. My grandfather was a Pentecostal preacher. And I used to remember, we'd be sitting there playing with the slats in the seats, the little movable wooden seats, slats, clack, 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 clack. I'd be making that, my grandmother would say, stop doing that, making noise, stay still. So then I would feel this warmth come over us. And I said, oh, there's God. See, that's how I know God, by His presence. So that's why I told my wife, I said, you know Jesus, but I don't know God. So that's it. Say good night. That's it. Okay.